Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build your own mini software as a service website or SaaS using ChatGPT sites. So this is an amazing feature from OpenAI, and it lets you to build your own website with just one simple prompt in ChatGPT. So yeah, the interaction is by using ChatGPT. If there is anything that you want to build or add, then just tell ChatGPT, and I gotta say the results are pretty amazing. Now, technically, this feature was originally designed for building a simple, static, fast and secure website, but it does come with storage and a database. So that means you can technically build a mini SaaS using this platform. And what's beautiful about ChatGPT sites is everything is contained within one place. You can just use this one platform to build and also deploy the application or the website. So this is very different than ChatGPT Codex and Cloud Code, where you have to use GitHub and you have to use your own pipeline, choose the platform, and you have to deal with some other subscriptions. But here, everything is one place, so that's really amazing. Now I'm going to show you how you can build your own SaaS using ChatGPT sites, and this is going to be quite an interesting experiment. So first, you can navigate to chatgpt.com, and right now the ChatGPT sites feature is only accessible if you are subscribing to ChatGPT Plus minimum. So if you're using ChatGPT Go or the free version, then as far as I know, it is not available, so you have to use the Plus version. Anyway, here you can navigate or select the work mode. So to use the sites feature, you can type add and then sites. So build and deploy websites with sites. You can just click it. And now you can describe the kind of website that you want to build using AI. So let me show you one prompt that I'm going to use for this demo. Okay, so this is not a very long prompt, but also not very short. Essentially, I want to build a simple mini SaaS demo called Jingle Mint, and that creates 30-second business jingles with Lyria 3. So Lyria 3 is basically an AI model from Google that lets people to generate audio or music using a prompt. So here basically the idea is I want to create a SaaS that lets a business owner to build their own jingles that they can use on videos, on social media, but they can build that using my website. So here visitors can choose the mock plan. Now I include the word mock because this is just a mock. This is not something that I will put into production. I just want to show you the process here. So basically here, there's going to be several plans like $10 per month, $10 for 10 credits, and then $20, and then $100. So this would be different from service to service. Some people are using a perpetual license. Some people are selling a redeemable code. Some people are selling a monthly or yearly subscription. So it would depend on your business idea. But here, for my example, it's just a one-time purchase, let's say $10 or $20, stuff like that. And then the user can create an account using email and password. And okay, so the payment is also still an example, a mock. It's not exactly something that can be done. I mean, this website is not going to be able to receive payment. And this is actually an important point to make because the payment gateway is different from country to country. So if you seriously want to build a SaaS using AI, and of course, one thing that is inevitable is dealing with payment gateway. And there is no clear answer. It depends on your country. Some people are using Stripe. Some people are using Lemon Squeezy. Some people are using even Gumroad. They're using Gumroad as a payment gateway. Some people are using Payhip. So there are plenty of options. So you can do your own research, see what's available in your country, and you can use that for your SaaS project. Okay, so here after the payment, the user will receive the credits. And let me just copy the next section of the prompt. The jingle creator should let the users describe the business, the language, the mood, the genre, etc. and they can even upload the photo of the business because, well, the Lyria model can actually understand a visual input, so that's going to be a nice feature. And each successful generation will cost 1 credit, so this is basically the service that we are offering. And after that, the user can download the audio as an MP3 file. Pretty cool. Now right here, I'm going to add another section to the prompt. So right here, use D1 for accounts and credits and R2 for uploads and jingles. So D1 is the name of the database feature in ChatGPT sites, and R2 is for storage in ChatGPT sites. And actually, D1 and R2 are products of Cloudflare, but ChatGPT sites is actually based on Cloudflare. So if you're using Cloudflare, you might be aware about D1 and R2 because that's the services that Cloudflare is offering. But now it is in ChatGPT, and yeah, it is included in ChatGPT sites. And finally, I'm going to be using my Gemini API key, and I will ask ChatGPT to guide me on how to insert the API key into the website safely. So the API key is not something that you should put into the code, never do that. But fortunately, in ChatGPT sites, you can have an environment variable. You can insert an API key to your project. So technically, you can build an AI-powered SaaS project in ChatGPT sites, and it would be safe. There is actually a dedicated place to store that. So that's really nice. And there you go. So yeah, that's basically my prompt. It's actually not very complicated. And right here, I'll use the highest model. Right now, we got GPT 5.6 Sol, but if you're watching this video in the future, there could be some more models that are maybe smarter than the current ones that I have right now. So just use the best models that you have access to. Okay, ChatGPT, and send a message. And just wait for several minutes depending on the complexity of the project, but usually you can expect the first iteration or prototype to be done in about 10 to 20 minutes. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so it took about 22 minutes, but now the website has been created. Now, there are a few things that I need to do before the SaaS, the website, is ready to be used. So I'm going to open the sidebar, and here in the More menu, you can see that there is a new section called GPT or ChatGPT sites. You can open it. I'm going to right click and then click open link in a new tab. So there are a few settings that you might want to change after you created your first website or SaaS using ChatGPT sites. The first one is, let me just click this first. So this is the website, Jingle Mint. I'm going to open settings. So you have to set the permission or the status of the website from private to public. So you need to change the sharing settings. Let me just select anyone with a link and click save. If you select only you, then every time someone opens that link, then they have to log in with their ChatGPT account. But here, we let anyone to see the website. So for my particular SaaS, it is not done yet because I still need to enter the Gemini Lyria API key. So this website is okay, it looks great, but there is no AI here, so I still need to enter the API key. But fortunately, in that prompt earlier, I told ChatGPT to tell me how to implement that. So here it wants me to add this value, and that's something that you can do via the settings. So it's still in the settings of the site that you created. You can see that there is a section called environment variables. I'm going to click add variable. So the key is going to be Gemini API key, and well, the value has to be the API key, and I have to create that via Google AI Studio. If you want to use a different AI tool, then you can navigate or visit the website that has the model that you want to use. Now, I will just open API keys, and I'm going to create a new API key. Let's call this one Jingle Mint. Okay, my project. create project, and I'm going to put this API key for the website. And of course, the API key has to be private. Do not share your API key to anyone. And that's why in ChatGPT sites, there is a dedicated place to store your API key. Okay, I'll just copy it. And let me just go back to the variable. Okay, click save. Now, after you have added the API key, you can go back to the chat again and tell ChatGPT that, hey, I have added the API key. Can you redeploy the website? Okay, redeploy and send a message, and let's wait again. Okay, so the website has been redeployed, and let me just open the website and let's do some testing to see if we can create an account and also use the service. Okay, so the UI looks great. I think we got some great AI models these days. They can create amazing looking websites. Now, let me just maybe select $10 per month. I'm going to choose starter. Okay, so the email is going to be example@gmail.com. And the password is the same. Of course, it's just a mock-up, so it doesn't really matter. In reality, you should definitely use something more secure, but this is just an example. Okay, complete payment. So it's just a mock-up payment, not actually a real payment, because again, this is a demo. But if you want to build a real production app, then just use, a supported payment service like Stripe, Lemon Squeezy, and there is also Polar.sh. There is also Gumroad and many other options out there. So just see which one actually you can actually use in your country. Okay, so let's say it's a small coffee shop near a beach, and the language English. The genre is going to be jazz. Okay, the mood is warm. Vocal is let's try that one. Let Lyria choose visual cue. So I can upload an image, or that is optional, but I'm not going to do that. So let's just generate something here. Hopefully there is no error message. And okay, just wait for the Lyria model to generate the audio, the MP3 file. Okay, so we got this music. Let me just play it.
Smell the ocean, feel the breeze. Let your busy mind find ease. Sun is warm upon your face at this special coffee place. Sip a latte, sweet and slow. Watch the gentle ocean glow. Just the perfect.
Okay, that's definitely usable, and yeah, the user can now download the audio to their computer if they want to. And yeah, that's basically the idea. You're offering a product or a service, and someone needs to pay for it, and every time they're using the service, they have to pay, and you earn some of the profit. So that's the idea. And of course, this is not exactly perfect. There are a few things that need to be improved. But fortunately, if there is anything that you want to change, you can go back to ChatGPT and you can start iterating your SaaS again. But again, that's basically the idea. And I hope this gives you some inspiration or a general overview about what are the things that you need to do if you want to build a mini SaaS using only ChatGPT, because now it is very much possible. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you want to see some cool things that you can do with AI, then you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video.